Hello everyone, I'm Adam with AEW Main Treasure Adventures. Today, we are gonna do a little bit of metal detecting. We are also going to look at what I use to help solve some of the mystery finds, like with coins. When the dates are worn down so much, it's hard to tell what the actual date is. And jewelry, to determine if we have gold, silver, or some other type of stamps, maker marks, or any other identifying factors. This was the Mainly Dirt Day metal detecting event put on by Mainly Dirt Fishing. I'll have a full video coming out on this event coming up in the near future. I'm going to use a couple of the clips here as I found some things that had something on them, but I couldn't quite make it out until I got home. It was the first event that I've gone to. It was such an amazing event. Awesome prizes, great food, metal detecting all day, and the best part, meeting everyone there. I hope you get to make it out here next year. They did an amazing job. I had the best ATV taxi driver in the world. Zoe, she is the best. She drove me around a bunch so I could get video of everyone. I couldn't believe all the giveaways and prizes. I'll give you a view of some of the prize table here in a moment. Here was some of the food. Okay. 2 to 4 inches down. All right. We just got a ring.
You got a ring?
Yeah.
Nice. What number did you ring up?
64 on the Garrett. Ooh. Okay. Now. We are now going to jump in the water, do some diving and metal detecting over at Echo Lake. Let's see what we can find. Finally, a good find today. We got a 14 karat gold whale pendant.
Hey, buddy. Hey.
This was an interesting find. A 925 silverware handle that has been made into a pendant.
Is this a piece of jewelry?
I'm just walking around the bottom of the lake, checking out the fish and looking for any more trash.
Oh! We got another earring!
Our next target was an earring. We ended up finding a bunch of earrings this day.
Yep, another yearling.
Another target that took forever to find? It was worth it. We got a ring.
Oh, that is awesome. That. Oh, we got a ring. Yes, we did. We got a
Finally,
ring.
we got a ring. I also found a number of pieces of jewelry from Echo Lake this year that I ended up getting a ton more information about the items after using the new product. Speaking of the new product, let's quickly take a look at everything you get. Cleaning cloth, letter of thanks, instruction manual, 5-volt USB plug adapter, clamp that allows you to attach a number of different ways onto a table, workbench, desk, or anything else that has a sturdy base, 5 screws, and an Allen wrench. Magnifying glass with LED light and USB plug. Speaking of the new product, it's called the Nakus Magnifying Glass with LED light. Let's identify some of the stuff that we've found this year. Silver spoon handle with all the maker marks and silver stamps. I couldn't make any of these stamps out on this when I found it in the water, and now I can see them as clear as day. This next one was one of the 14 karat gold rings that we found this year. This was a little bit harder to film this stamp, but I can see it clear under the magnifying glass. The next one was one of my favorite pieces of jewelry that I found. It's stamped 925 and has emeralds in the earring. I'm trying to hold the camera steady while getting the perfect amount of light on the earring to show on camera. Another one of my favorite finds. This is a 14 karat gold golf lapel pen with a diamond on the front of the club. I don't know much about this one still. It has no stamps. I call it my ET jewelry. This necklace is 925 Italy stamp. Here is a coin. It's a 1938 Mercury dime. We got some silver. Another silver coin, 1936 silver quarter. A 1966 Kennedy half dollar. Last year of the silver quarters, we got a 1964 silver quarter. This coin, I had trouble making out the date with the naked eye, But under the magnifying glass, it's clear. A 1916 Mercury dime. This next coin is the same as the last one. I cannot see a date. However, once under the 10 times magnifying glass, I can make it out. 1919 Mercury dime. This is one of the first tools I will use once I get home from detecting. I usually double check all the coins and jewelry to make sure I haven't missed anything. The new Nakus magnifying glass with LED light, it has a 5 times and a 10 times magnification magnifying glass. The 5 times is about 90% of the magnifying glass, with the 10 times magnification about 10% of the magnifying glass. The light feature has 5 color modes and 10 different levels of brightness that range from 10% to 100% brightness. I usually start at the brighter features. However, for recording this video, it is better to show it with a lower brightness because the camera has trouble focusing on the really bright light. Even though I can see everything perfectly fine, the camera doesn't focus as well with the really bright light. The other really cool feature is once you secure it to a table, computer desk, or whatever you're going to attach it to, it's really easy to move around or adjust to meet how you need it set up. The top part of the magnifying glass can adjust up to 225 degrees. The middle section can be adjusted up to 270 degrees, and the base can turn up to 360 degrees. So it covers just about every combination you would ever need to use. I don't change the setup or settings very much at all. Matter of fact, the most I've ever moved things around is now, trying to get the best angle to film. If I'm just using it as normal, it stays in the same position every time. I pretty much exclusively use mine for my finds, but I can see where this product could be very handy to anyone that has a problem seeing things, help reading fine print, woodworking, electronics, model building, sewing, soldering, or crafting, to even reading something off a computer screen. There's probably a ton of other things people could use this for. Leave a comment down below on how you would use this product. I have pretty good eyes, but there are still things that I find that I cannot make out a stamp, a maker mark, or a date on it. I use this to help with anything that I'm having trouble with, deciphering, or I'll use it to verify what I think I'm seeing, especially with jewelry and coins. If you're interested in the brand new Nakus magnifying glass with LED light, I'll leave a link to their Amazon site. You too can work smarter with Nakus. Until the next adventure, AEW out.